Okay.
know what I'm saying? How about yourself, man?
Oh
Shout out.
man. Oh man, I'm blessed, man. You feel what I'm saying? For me, just trying to, make it to see another one,
Yeah, I hear that, man. So, yo, let's
Mm.
talk about these two records we're gonna debut after this interview, man. Respect and They Mad. Talk about those records a little bit.
Oh yeah, respect, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, to carry on the West Coast legacy, before I really go hard, I wanted to show respect to the pioneers of this West Coast movement. You feel me saying? Feel me? So I came with the song Respect, a remake of the Dog Pound song Respect off their project, The Dog Food, that was dropped in '95, So I remade it to show respect, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So that's how that came about. They mad basically is, my situation, you know what I'm saying? Every time you elevate, the people that wanted to pull you down, they're gonna be mad every time you elevate, but you can't care. You gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because they want to be you anyway. You feel me? So you gotta speak your truth and keep pushing. You feel me? So that's what They Mad and Respect is based off.
Right. I hear that. So, yo, just your sound, man. From what I heard, man, you trying to recapture that classic Cali sound. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
mean,
because
yo, correct me if I'm wrong. The G Funk era, all that. You know what I mean? What made you actually go that route with your sound?
because ain't nobody making it.
Mm.
Nobody making it, and that's really the only kind of music I really like. You know what I'm saying? So I really started creating music to please what I wanted to hear. You feel me? So that's what that really came about. Other people like it, other people looking for it, so they deal with it.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know what you would consider like the golden era of the West Coast. You know what I mean? But I think it's that G Funk, that old sound you trying to capture, might have been the golden era. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Was that some of that?
that's the diamond era.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what influenced, you know what I'm saying, everybody to want to be rappers in the first place. It's just that, they was influenced by that, but then got caught up what was hot at the moment. You feel me? So, you know, the platinum diamond era end up fading out. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm stuck there with it. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I will be working with, newer artists and what I'm saying, dabbling with different sounds. But, for most artists, Snoopy Badazz brand is a G-Funk brand. Killer Inc., that's a G-Funk and R&B brand. You feel me? So, that's how I'm pushing with it.
Well, why you think the West Coast got away from that era? You know what I mean? You just want something
Because,
new, man.
because they followers.
Mm.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That they really don't care about keeping up the original culture. It's more of selling records and staying in the mix and staying relevant. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all that is. It's gonna take an artist like me that don't really care about the new trend and really don't care if they accept it and have me as relevant or not. I just gotta create and keep going and go what I believe in. Cause I'm sure just like you believe in me, there's thousands and millions of other people that feel that way too. Because if we want to hear a down south song or something that sounds like from Chicago or Atlanta or anywhere else, we just go to them regions and bump they artists. You know what I'm saying? If you come to the West Coast, you should be able to come and get West Coast music. And I don't think a lot of West Coast artists is providing that, because they sound like it. They give in the world what everybody else is already giving the world. You know what I'm saying? So you come to me for California, West Coast, LA hip hop. That's exactly what you're gonna get. I'm not tricking. I'm not tricking the consumer. I'm not tricking the person that's listening and is saying, "Oh, I'm a West Coast artist. I'm from Compton and all that." Then when they come to me, I sound like Gunna or Young Thug. No disrespect to them, but they do what they do for their region. That's was created in a region. You feel me? So if they want to hear that, they can go to them for that. You come to the West Coast, Snoopy Badazz, you gonna get exactly West Coast music. So that's why I move the way I move and I stand the way I stand when it comes to this.
Definitely respect that, man. For real, man. I mean, that sound like, yo, it was like nostalgia, man, when I was listening to your joints, man. For real. So, like, for our listeners out here on the East Coast, man, give a quick background on yourself real quick. Kind of introduce yourself to our listeners out here who those might not be up on game yet.
Yeah, I'm Snoopy Badazz. Feel me? I'm from Compton, California. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I was into the gang banging stuff. I still push what I represent. You feel me? But I understand that, the enemy is not a person that wear the opposite color of me or that lives somewhere else than me. For me, my enemy and my ally is based off of intent and goals. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? And that's how I move. You feel me? I'm here to, spread the good news of this West Coast music, and the essence of it coming back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I dropped my first video August 10th, 2018, and it's been a marathon ever since. You feel me?
I feel that, man. So yo, let's talk about you talk about, excuse me, the game bay coach out. Excuse me, yeah. The game bay coach out there, like, yo, is there much difference from the 90s? Like, we know about the 90s and all that, you know what I mean? Different time, versus now. Like, is there much difference at all?
It's a lot different. It's a lot different from the 90s because, a lot of people that, that was really who gang banging wasn't watered down or the real ones or whatever. A big number of them dudes is dead in jail. You know what I'm saying? And they're not really in the mix no more. So we left with the niggas who stayed out the way back then, and they could pop back up on the scene like they was somebody because they got pictures or whatever to prove that. But really, you're around like this because you really, you know what I'm saying? So we dealing with a lot of imposters, infiltrators, people lying about who they is or who they was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, from the 90s, yeah, it's a little change. It's a lot change. It's watered down. But what I will say, the good thing is, it's not really a red on blue thing. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, if anything, it's red on red, blue on blue. But it's not a red on blue thing out there. You know what I'm saying? The politics is foul. They're not fair. Basically, if you want to come to California and join the California gang, bro, don't be expected to get treated fairly. You know what I'm saying? Because all this it's basically just a manipulation tool at this point. You feel? So yeah. So I will say it's a lot changed.
Yeah. So like, can you kind of explain like the whole checking in thing? You know what I mean? You always say like you go to certain town, Detroit. You gotta go out to Cali, whatever. Everybody like, oh, you gotta check in. You know what I mean? Can you kind of explain that to the layman's out here?
If you ask me, it's all about who you talk to and who you check in with. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like the checking in thing is basically saying that, just tap in with somebody that or somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that you trust that's from the area or that even knows the area. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? If you feel like you gotta go tap in with a gang or pull up in a hood to do that, I think that would be like a red flag or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? The whole point of checking in, man, just, the person you check in with supposed to tell you the areas to avoid, the areas that's cool, who to associate with and who is not. The moment they start talking about you got to give them some money to do this, you can always look out for who you want to look out for. We grown, you feel me? But when niggas start talking about you got to pay this and all that, my nigga, that's when the red flag should come up, bro. So,
like, is that like a form of extortion? Everybody trying to.
Yeah. I don't suggest no gangster from no jurisdiction to walk into no city and be extorted, my nigga. Unless that's how you want to handle business. Everybody not gangsters. Everybody not real. If you're not a gangster and you're not like that, and you need somebody to fill that void and make you feel like a gangster, then I guess if you want to pay for that, pay for that. But as a gangsters don't get extorted. So I just think that, find somebody that you trust, you know what I'm saying, that's in your best interest to move you around whatever city you in, not just California, whether you're in Boston, New York, Harlem, Atlanta, New Orleans, Canada, Chicago, Seattle, anywhere. You got to know your surroundings and you got to know where, you at, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't even like using the word checking in, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hollering at somebody you feel me, is probably the best thing to do in any area.
Yeah, got you, man. So let's get back to your music, man. How'd you link up with Snoop Dogg, man? You Snoopy. Oh, again, we're here with Snoopy Badazz, man.
Yes.
Play his joint, but how you link up with Snoop, man?
That's Unc, man. Unc came to me on Instagram, man. He said he'd been watching me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We was chopping it up for some months. You feel me? He tapped in. He said, pull up. You feel me? I pulled up and, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the project on Death Row, Pick a Letter 3. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Imprint deal, You know what I'm saying? That shit doing good. You feel me? Now I'm starting my own brand now.
Yeah. And I feel that. Yeah. We live here, Snoopy Badazz, man, on this FM 929 WDUP. So, like, yo, talk about your whole situation with Death Row Records and what it is now. Talk about Killer Inc. Records. Talk about that whole breakdown.
Hey, basically, my imprint deal with Death Row Records, me drop my project. I took that as a time to launch a brand that I own that can keep the legacy alive and to keep the Death Row brand alive, being that I'm the only artist that have been stamped, feel me? Whether I'm still signed to Death Row or not, I'm still stamped. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to take that energy and create a whole new brand, Killer Inc. Records. You feel what I'm saying? As far as my relationship with Death Row, I'm always loved Death Row. They gave me an opportunity. I love Snoop Dogg to death. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Everybody's on good terms. He gave me an opportunity. I took it. Now I got to be a big boy. You feel me?
I hear that. Yeah. So, like, yo, how did the West Coast feel when Snoop revitalized Death Row? You know what I mean? Like, of course, the 90s era, the Dre, the Pac era. You know what I mean? He bring it back.
Of course, man, we was happy. You gotta understand, like, I always wanted to be a part of a Death Row label or a Death Row style label, so to actually be able to, drop a project on the legendary label, man, like, man, that's a big thing for me, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And when he brought it back, I was like, man, I love to be on that, not knowing exactly I was gonna be able to chance to drop a project. You know what I'm saying? So, we all felt good, man. We all was excited for it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Feel me? Death Row, baby. You see it.
See my man with the doubled up Death Row chains for real. You know what I mean? You gonna see that on on YouTube and IG, man. We got the Zoom interview as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Doubling up on him.
Yeah, I'm always show love to the bro, man. Yeah, you gotta respect Death Row being a West Coast artist. Anybody that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, within my time, if you Death Row influenced you, I don't care how you cut it. You from LA, Compton, Southern California, period, Death Row influenced you, man. So, I'm gonna always have love for the bro. But like I said, I gotta be a big boy now,
Yeah, man. I always say this about Snoop, man. Snoop is probably like, all right, we can talk about our GOATs and have our GOAT debates, but as far as like the most recognizable rapper of all time, I think it's Snoop by a landslide. You know what I mean? So like, Snoop could do something with Martha Stewart and do some, you know what I mean? The old 90s gang stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, Snoop, you know what I mean? Tap every market, man. So I got nothing but respect for Snoop, man, for real.
That's man. As far as when it come to me, man, he did what he was supposed to do, man. It's all love. You feel me? We rocking. I'm always dog forever.
Yeah. So like, yo, how did like, people out there, you recapturing that Cali G-Funk sound, you know what I mean? Like, what was the reaction early on, you know what I mean?
Feel me? Hey, the city love it, you know what I'm saying? But I got the haters, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah. They got but you feel me? All my haters can't bring what I'm able to bring. So I really don't even let that bother me. You feel me? So, but they're supporting the city though, for sure.
Got you for sure. So yo, like, we already know you got the G-Funk influences, man. G-Funk influences, excuse me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, talk about like any influences you got outside of, Cali, you know what I mean? Whether it be East Coast, South, whatever, Midwest, whatever.
Yeah. Of course I gotta give Wayne his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jay-Z, we barring them. Like a lot of people can't really catch Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? You got your mind got to be somewhere else, feel me, to really deal with Jay-Z. And a lot of West Coast artists can't really catch Jay-Z, but I'm one of them. You feel what I'm saying? Another influence is 50. I got to give it to 50, man. Like 50 is like, me and his story is similar and the same. You feel me? They just didn't catch me and hit me with 9. You know what I'm saying? So I mess with 50. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? Who I say? Jay-Z, 50, Wayne. Who else? Do you want me to go old school or new school?
Hey, man, you keep whoever you want, man. Do it all.
And I got to give it to my boy Gucci. I like Gucci.
Yeah, we're Gucci. Big up. Wow.
And the Flair. Yeah, so them is my main influence. And of course, if you want to go on some classic stuff, got to get Big Is, So that's really who I be, what I'm saying, outside of Cali, who I would prefer to listen to.
So, yo, how from your perspective, man, how do you toe that line from like, that gangbang culture and then like, yo, I'm an artist, man. I seen, I forget the man's name, but he's just like, yo, man, LA might be the most dangerous place for a rapper right now. Just like if you ain't from there, you know what I'm saying? So, we ain't got to run down all the names and everybody who had, dealings out there who, had unfortunate events. But, just towing that line. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm trying to be a businessman, an entrepreneur,
L-
trying to build my career, but you still got to keep your foot in the street too. Talk about that challenge.
LA, you got to treat snakes like snakes, man.
Mm.
You feel me? Like you can't, like DMX said, man, you got to trust everybody. You got to trust everybody to do what they gonna do. Itself. So it's like, what I do is, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I just, I treat a snake like a snake, man. Like, and I think where a lot of people mess up at is they give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt and then have to get burnt before they realize, like, dang, but that time you got burnt, it could cost you your life. My advice, man, and it's gonna sound a little harsh, you gotta treat everybody like a snake, bro. Treat everybody like a snake until they prove otherwise. Then that way you ain't gotta worry about putting your existence in jeopardy. So, that's how I deal with it. I just treat everybody like Python. And he gotta earn his way, or she gotta earn her way up out that category. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I hear that. So, yo, let's get in details about Killer Ink Records. Any artists you got on there? Like, talk about your team right there.
We looking for artists right now, and I got one artist. You know what I'm saying? My boy DB the General out of Oakland. He hot. You know what I'm saying? So and I got another artist, Blue Revenue out of Paris. Right now, you feel me? We looking for certain sounds, certain age groups right now. You feel me? So it's only 3 of us, me and 2 other artists that's on Killer Ink at this moment.
Got it. So yo, endeavors outside of music, like what you got going on, or you just all locked in with music, or you got anything else going
on? We about to start, I've been writing movies. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get into the movie thing. You feel me? I got merchandise coming. We got a website, www.killerinkrecords.com. Killer Ink is not just a record label. It's actually and I have another it's a fraternal. Killer Incorporated is a fraternal and it's a world organization. You know what I'm saying? For people that don't rap, that could be a part of the brand. You feel me? We got something for that too. You know what I'm saying? So, for to make this a problem on every level, bro.
Well, I hear that, man. So, like, yo, I want to talk about some of your biggest challenges getting into the game and some of like your most proud moments you could kind of poke out your chest moments too.
Man, you said one of my proud moments or what? What else?
No, yeah, both. You know what I mean? The ups and downs, like one of your proudest moments and one of your kind of low moments, if you had any.
The ups and downs is meeting a few rappers that you looked up to growing up and realizing they not real. I done met a couple rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna clear this up. And I'm not talking about Snoop Dogg. You feel me? He been solid all the way in. Snoop Dogg is him. You feel me? But I done met a lot of other artists that I grew up listening to that inspired me to be who I am. And I met them and they end up being fake, and I want to tell the kids out there, the person you look up to can hurt your feelings. Not saying they will say something to you, it's just like you looked up to them so much and you found out that they ain't even that. They ain't not real. And it ain't even got nothing to do with the streets. Just as a person, their character is nasty. You feel me? And so, because I watch how they deal with other people and don't like it. You feel me? So, that's one of my hurtful moments in this rap shit. I mean, sorry about the cuss word in this rap. In this rap
back. Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, yo, they always say like, yo, don't meet your heroes or don't meet your, you know what I mean, the people you look up to, because they might not live up to what you think they're gonna be. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that's true. So, that's my advice, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? But my proud moments is when
Snoop talk about the up moments, man. Talk about that.
Snoop chained me.
Yup.
When Snoop chained me, you know what I'm saying? You feel that's like the best moment in my career, to be honest with you. And the next best moment is me starting Killer Ink Records and understanding what I really want to do and how I really want to build my brand and what direction I really want to take it in, having a clear understanding what I want to do. It's not being an idea. It's not being, well, I don't know. It's not being sure. Like, I really know this is what I want to do. So, that feels good too. That's where I'm in a good place right now.
No, absolutely. So, yo, like, what's next for you, man? Like, upcoming projects, shows, you know what I mean? What's on deck?
Picking a little 3 out now. For me, we booking. You know what I'm saying? All the information is in my bio on Instagram, Snoopy Badazz, SNOOPYBADAZZ. You feel me? Like I said, I'm writing movies, homie, and I'm working on my next project. You know, so I dropped my video, Love Y'all Hate. We about to drop another video off the Pick of the Three project called Killer Incorporated, named after the brand. And then I'm feel me for the hit y'all with another project. Then I got a project I'm working on with me and DB the General out of Oakland, which is another member of Killer Incorporated.
Mm. Yeah, man. So yo, make sure you check out my man. We over here with Snoopy Badazz, man. Solid brother. Music is dope, and he's bringing that classic Cali feel, man. That's what what I mean intrigues me, man. It's actually dope, man. So yo, you think a lot of people hopping on that wave now that you're doing it? Like you see a lot of people kind of like, oh, maybe I should follow suit.
Yeah, I see them coming, and I already had a vision of more coming. They're gonna try it. A lot of dudes about to drop the auto tune and try to throw on some khakis and chucks, but I already got a corner I'm finna hit on them though. When they figure out what to do with it, I'm gonna be done with it. So I ain't even tripping. Feel me?
Yeah, sure, man. So like, yo, since you've been out though, like what I mean, you talk about your influences, all that, man. Like any like just sonically comparisons you get, man. I even heard a little bit of DJ Quick from you. You know what I mean? Just like I mean, I don't know if he had an influence on you, but I kind of like I was listening to your joint.
Hey, Quick a legend, and I'm gonna always have love for Quick. You know,
yeah.
You might hear it in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like old school West Coast influenced me. Like you feel me? Like I listen to myself and I be hearing all of them in me. And the cool thing about it is when I write it, I don't even write it in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be like them. I guess that's just how I'm programmed to create. You feel what I'm saying?
Come out. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. That just shows me that I'm in the same realm and the same energy as the legend. So if you heard DJ Quick in that means I must was in his energy when I created that. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out Quick.
Yeah. So yo, talk about some of your past collaborations and a dream collab you may have had.
Oh man, I collaborated with Sebo out of Sac. I collaborated with Compton Menace. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Diamond from the Crime Mob. I collaborated with her. You feel me? Like, yeah, man. Listen, but my dream collab, y'all, is Puff Daddy.
Oh, word?
Yeah, sounds great.
You over there with Death Row, and then the whole Bad Boy Death Row thing. That'd be ill. I think that'd be dope.
Because it's like the hottest thing. That's one of the hottest things that's still around that was on Death Row is Snoop. And I already didn't feel me. I don't even need a feature for him, nigga. I got a video with you chaining me, like, so I feel like I don't want to ask for too much. I'm not trying to be great. You know what I'm saying? When he'll come around, you feel me? But my dream collab is Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, and Jay-Z for sure. Them three.
That'd be ill. That'd be ill, man. I mean, cause like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I'm East Coast, I'm from over here on the East Coast, man. I love Biggie. Everybody love Pac. You know what I'm saying?
52.
Huh? 50?
Yeah, I gotta have it.
Word. So, yo, man, I don't know, like, I ain't gonna put no age on you. You know what I mean? I have no idea how old you are, but like, yo, the East versus West, I'm sure you know. Of course, you know about it. You know what I mean? It's just like seeing Death Row kind of get revitalized, and you know what I mean. Snoop trying to, carry that flag now. It's kind of dope that somebody like yourself trying to reach out to Diddy or whatever and try to connect. You know what I'm saying?
Because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I wasn't around back then. Far as we know, Tupac and Biggie, or Tupac and Puffy would have been best friends right now if they lived.
Yeah,
I don't. Man, I would be so over with, bro. You know how over with that'd be if the men would have grew up like you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Just really think about it. Yeah. So I'm not about to feed that. And plus, why would I want to keep negative energy going anyway? Killer Inc. We kill negative energy. That's why on the logo it's a devil with a bullet in his head. Because we kill. That's what we stand on. You feel me? So
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not gonna feed that, you know what I'm saying? Unless Tupac was alive right now and he had good reason and I was riding with him and he was in my ear saying, nah, Snoopy, this is what we doing, then guess what? I'm gonna ride with Pac. But
I want them dudes to think Pac faked his death anyway. I know this is back to the West Coast, but man, much love for Pac, man.
Bro. Hey, let me tell you something. Tupac is Gemini like me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about us Geminis, we ain't gonna be able to be that quiet too long, bro.
I feel that. That's the only reason why I'm like, yo, all right, maybe.
Tupac, his mouth too big, homie. He would have had to let us know he here in some form.
I feel that. So, yo, man, anything else you want to say before we get to your records, man? We got the Respect record, the They Mad record. You know what I mean? Anything else you want to say? You have your socials and all that before we double up.
Shout out to the East Coast. If anybody looking for a feature right now, and I'm giving deals, they can tap the link in my bio. They can look at the information in the email in my bio and get a feature at a good price right now. And I'm doing this all the way up into the middle of January to January 15th. So tap in if you want a feature. I'm working with all budgets. We grinding.
Yeah. So I don't know if you just did it in that whole what you just said right now, but get everybody your socials again. You know what I mean? If you ain't do it already, my bad.
Yeah, on Instagram, Snoopy Badazz, SNOOPYBADAZZ. Feel me? It's the picture with me with a cigar with the Killer Ink logo right there on it. Feel me?
Yeah, man. And yo, I'm telling you, man, my boy Cole right here, Snoopy Badazz, man. He recapturing that I said gold. My man said diamond, so we gonna go that route. You know what I mean? The diamond era. You feel me? You know what I mean? The 90s, you know what I'm saying? And he's recapturing that, man. And you know what I mean? I think that's so dope for real. So yo, we gonna get into the respect record, followed by They Mad.